After electing its first MP on Vancouver Island in 2011, this week's provincial by-election upset in Prince Edward Island suggests the Green Party might want to look east for its next major breakthrough. The PEI Greens secured their second seat in that province's legislature on Monday when Hannah Bell won a by-election vote in Charlottetown Parkdale. It brought the number of Green MLAs throughout the country to 6, adding to the 1 MLA the party has in New Brunswick and the 3 Green MLAs that hold the balance of power in British Columbia. The elections of provincial party leaders David Kuhn in New Brunswick in 2014 and Peter Bevan Baker in PEI in 2015 indicated that the Greens had some potential in the Maritimes. But the federal Greens were unable to capitalize on these gains in the 2015 federal election, when once again only Green leader Elizabeth May won her seat. The party's share of the vote slipped to just 3.4%, its worst result since before the party first ran a full slate of candidates in the 2004 election. But the addition of Bell to the party's roster of MLAs in the Maritimes, the Greens have very little support in Newfoundland and Labrador, and no active provincial party there suggests the region might provide the party with an opportunity for another breakthrough in 2019. PEI has shown particular potential for the Greens since 2015. Bevan Baker is the island's most popular politician. The latest Corporate Research Associates poll indicates that 37% of Icelanders think he would be the best person to be premier, more than the 26% who prefer the current occupant of that position, Liberal Premier Wade MacLauchlan. Though the PEI Greens have seen their popularity slip a little in the polls recently, the party is still registering between 13 and 18% support, above its 10.8% result in 2015. Bevan Baker has been able to tap into discontent with the duopoly in the province. Only the Liberals and the Tories have ever governed PEI, and the NDP has only ever won one seat in general elections held since PEI joined Confederation. He has also exploited opposition to the government's reversal on electoral reform, after a provincial plebiscite found a majority in favor of a change to proportional representation, but with a level of turnout the Liberal government deemed too low. With the federal Liberals having abandoned a campaign promise to implement electoral reform, this is a seam May could also try to mine. But federal Liberal seats will be difficult to topple in PEI, even where Bevan Baker and Bell have established a beachhead. Liberal MP Wayne Easter placed 53 points ahead of the Green candidate in Malpeque in 2015. Even in the portion of the riding that overlaps with Bevan Baker's district of Kelly's Cross, Cumberland, the federal Greens took just 14% of the vote only 5 months after Bevan Baker got 55% of it. In Charlottetown, Liberal MP Sean Casey was 50.5 points ahead of the federal Green candidate in 2015. In Bell's portion of the riding, the Greens took just 7% of the vote.